Frequent flyers, flies, la 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 la. Frequent flyers back.
What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer? Welcome back to the channel. Consider smashing the like button to support the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to extend a warm welcome. This is my Sky Viper Dash Nano. It's the Nano Flyer in Sky Viper's new lineup. This guy does have altitude hold, so it's geared towards beginners and intermediate flyers, but it can get pretty sporty in sport mode. It does have two modes. It has a normal mode and a sports mode. The normal mode is actually fast, if you ask me, but it does have altitude hold, so I won't say that any drone that has altitude hold isn't for beginners, because I think that they are. But it also helps with throttle management, which is one of the hardest things to get used to or get down when you're trying to learn how to fly a drone. And so it does that part for you. It holds its altitude, and you cannot turn that off though. And that's why I would say it's probably not really for more experienced flyers, but you can have fun with it. It does get sporty, so I wouldn't say that an experienced flyer couldn't have good fun with this guy. It does have that speed on the sports mode, and they advertise in the instructions manual, well, the flight guide as they call it, it does advertise that this thing can go into a mode where it basically turns off the altitude hold. They don't specifically say that, but they do specifically say that in sport mode, that when you bring the throttle stick all the way down to 0, the props completely stop spinning, which is not true at all. In normal mode, this guy still has altitude hold, and that would make it weird anyhow, because this left stick here has auto centering, and so I don't think that would have been a good combination anyhow, because when you have a mode like that where you can turn off altitude hold, it's really important that you have this left stick without self-centering. And so this thing has altitude hold, and you cannot turn it off, even though they describe it as being able to be turned off in the manual or the flight guide. You guys who are not new to the channel know that that's one of my new pet peeves, that all of these companies keep coming out with these drones that have altitude hold, and you cannot toggle it on or off. Really wish these companies would add that option to turn off altitude hold, or come out with a version of your drones without altitude hold for more experienced flyers and people who like to get real sporty and fly without altitude hold and like to do their own throttle management. But anyhow, this transmitter is not bad actually. The sticks feel pretty nice and all. It has this automatic stunt button. That's a Sky Viper trademark, I think, because all of their models have this on their stunt button. They have a stunt button where you can do automatic barrel rolls. If you fly forward and press that stunt button, it does an automatic barrel roll to either side, and so it'll flip over like that to the side. When you're pressing forward, you don't even have to hit the side in order to do the barrel roll like most other drones do. Press up on the right stick and press the stunt button at the same time, and it will do a forward flip. And the same with the backwards flip. If you pull down on the right stick and press the launch button at the same time, it will do a backwards flip. And the same with left and right. And it does have trims on it. It has trims for forward and backwards, and it has left and right trim, and it also has trim for the yaw. So complete setup for the trim on there. It has an automatic launch and land button, and it works pretty well. It takes AAA batteries, and it's a pretty decent flyer. The lights are doable for night flights, but I found that the rear lights seem like they're it looks like it's a little close together when you have them on. Check it out. They're a little close together, if you ask me, but I guess it is doable. I would rather they be out on the arms on a small nano like this. But you can see the front is green and the rear is red. So you can get your orientation down. If you're flying towards yourself, you can see that green flashing from the front. Well, it'll be steady actually. And then if you're flying away from yourself, you can see the red. So I guess it's doable at night, but I would rather for it to be on the arms. But I'm going to take this guy outside so I can fly it around and show you guys its flight characteristics. All right, y'all, we out here with the little Sky Viper Nano, the dash. And so we're going to take a quick look at this guy in the air. We're using a stock transmitter, of course. No deviation for this thing as far as I know. And we're going to take off in normal mode. As far as I know, normal mode is just limited to a little less pitch. And sport mode brings the pitch up, make you fly faster, allow you to do more maneuvers and stuff as far as fast flying and all. It does have altitude hold. You cannot turn the altitude hold off. Again, so let's take off with it. So I'm going to try not to fly it from outside of its cover here because it's kind of windy and we're demonstrating low rates. So this is the yaw rate. So not bad on the yaw. Side flying is not bad. Forward flying is not bad. Backwards is just as fast as forward flying. So let's try a flip. So the flip was fast. Let's check it again on the other side. Let's do a back flip. Forward flip. Okay, so let's try a barrel roll. We're gonna have to go outside the tent for that. Outside our little cover here from the wind. So I'm gonna go up to sport mode. So we're in sport mode now. Let's try a barrel roll. There you go. So you just press forward with it and it'll do a barrel roll as soon as you hit the stunt button. Let's try it again. Hope you guys are able to see that. Hope I'm in focus. And we can fly outside our cover on sport mode. Check it out. But it's flashing already. It's kind of breezy and a little cold. I guess that's playing a factor in this whole thing. So let's do some side flying. As you can see, it's pretty fast. Forward flying is fast. And she's landing on me. So you guys got a pretty good idea of how fast she flies and all. That was a full battery with it. I guess maybe the cold air had something to do with its very short flight. But in all, it's a pretty decent nano. Flies pretty fast and all. You cannot turn altitude hold off though. So that's the Sky Viper Dash Nano. Thanks for watching.